Good morning. You guys are looking at our pictures that were submitted within the slide. So for all of you who wanted to see some of our pictures that are from our drivers out on the road, here's a look-see into what they've been up to. So if you have pictures that you would like to share, feel free to send them to Facebook.com/DTL Inc. Just send it over through Messenger. That would be perfect. But yes, those are our pictures from the week. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey Amy, hey Anna. Good morning, good afternoon. Did you guys have a great Memorial Day? A little bit of sunshine. Kind of nice. Hi, my name is Jessie. Welcome to Decker Truck Line's live Q&A, which is an opportunity for you to ask any questions that you might have. We do this every Tuesday at noon Central here on our YouTube channel. We also go live on our Facebook page every Monday at 4 p.m. Central. Of course, holidays are a little bit different story, but those are there. I was just going to post on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page as well. All right. So if you have any questions, this is your opportunity. That's what this is all about. So leave your questions in the chat, and between Anna and I and anybody else that's here, we'll go ahead and answer any of your questions for you. So taking a look both on our Facebook and on our YouTube here to keep track of that. Now, also, if you have an area, I see that Barry has already caught on to all this. If you have an area that you'd like us to check out on what we have available for your area, different divisions, all that kind of stuff. So this is what Barry did here, and put your zip code into the chat, and we'll be able to answer it for you. So Barry, that is a tough area for us in West Virginia. However, we do have flatbed opportunities. So as long as it's probably 3 weeks at a time, then we can probably help you out in our over-the-road flatbed division. So it's mostly the Southeast as well as the Midwest, but it is coast to coast. I'm going to have just double check on that for us to make sure that that is correct, that yes, we can do something for you, and it's just about 3 weeks out at a time. So, all right, she's correcting me. We'll have to keep an eye on that for the West Virginia area. It looks like that is outside of our hiring area. So keeping a look at some of the changes that we have on availability for areas. We'll be keeping you up to date on that as well. All right. Howard, hey, Risky Red. They're due 21. You guys take a look at some of those pictures that we've got in. I was trying to think if any of those, let's see if I can get to them. Any of those were Risky Reds. I can't remember who all submitted this last week. It's been a whole weekend since then, so my brain stopped working, I guess. All right. There you go. There's some of those pictures. All right, so that keeps freezing up on us. I know that people were having problems with it yesterday as well, so we might have to bounce back and forth here. All right, so like I was saying, what we've got going on right now, this is our Q&A. This is your opportunity to ask any questions. So we do this every week. Go ahead and put your zip code in the chat. We'll let you know if there's anything available. Hey, Jackie, we'll let you know if there's anything available out of your area. And as for our company drivers and our owner-operators and lease purchase here at Decker, make sure that you put in your input as well. Let everybody know what you think of the company, all that good stuff, so that we can keep everybody up to date and whether or not we'd be a good fit for them. Also, if you have any questions yourselves on insurance, on routes, changes, anything like that, company policies, updates with COVID, that kind of stuff, feel free to ask. We'll keep it coming. I do want to update everybody on the Smart Drive scorecard bonus that we talked about last. Oh, plus Caden's cute little video. I think I played that. I thought I played that. Yeah, let's see. Now I gotta think. I want to say that I played that last week, but I could be wrong. I should play that for you guys right now because it's pretty darn cute. Bear with me here. I'll get that. But feel free to ask any questions in the meantime. I do have an update for you on our scorecard, Smart Drives. Now I quoted, I think, 44,000 last week, and it's actually more than that. So I'll give you an update on that too. Let's see if I can share this with you guys. All right, you ready, AIM? Wrong one. Okay, let's see if we could get this. Oh, all I had to do is scroll down. There you go. You guys see that? No? All right. It went. Not having much luck here. Watch again. There we go.
Hi everybody, my name's Caden Ferreira. And
Anna, can you tell me if you can hear this or not?
Hi everybody, my name's Caden Ferreira. And I want to say thank you for all of you for keeping our grocery stores full stock of supplies. And my daddy drives this sticker truck line truck. 3345. And remember, keep on trucking and stay safe from these difficult times. And we're all in this together. Bye! Hi everybody, my name's Caden Ferreira. And I want to say thank you for all of you for keeping our grocery stores full stock of supplies. And my drives this sticker truck line truck. 3345. And remember, keep on trucking and stay safe from these difficult times. And we're all in this together. Bye!
That is so that was Caden's thank you to all of our professional drivers out there. It was pretty cool because I don't know if you guys saw that on our Facebook page. By the way, if you're not following us on our Facebook page, please go and do so. Facebook.com/DTL Inc. And just follow us so that you'll be able to check that out. But it's so darn cute. His dad didn't even know that he had done it, so I like it. Make sure that I've got some volumes down here.
Awesome. If you can see and hear me, let me know. That'd be a great start to the day. Happy Monday, you guys. My name is Jessie. I'm with Decker Truck Line.
Okay, so
and as always, Monday is our Q&A opportunity for you to ask your questions and for us to answer them. I've got.
All right. What am I missing here? Yes, it was pretty cool. Amy, did you see that? Howard says all his idea, writing and as well. That's fantastic. I thought it was so cute. We love seeing those. Absolutely, we love seeing those, and we love sharing them. So send them over to us, Facebook.com/DTL Inc. and just send it over through Messenger, and we'll be able to post. Hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day. A little bit of sunshine, at least where I was at, so I appreciate that. You know how I am with that. I always like it. But keeping you busy as well. So welcome back to the work week for all of you who are just coming back on the road, and for all of you who've been staying out. Thank you for everything you've been doing as well. We're going to talk a little bit about that Smart Drive scorecard bonus. Now, last Monday and Tuesday, the numbers that I gave you were not correct, so I have to tell you what the right ones are. So let's kind of go through some of that. With the available, or what all of the details were. I think last week I quoted, 40, I gotta think here, I think it was 44,000 and for the month of April. And the month of March, going backwards, it's hard for my head, you know. For the month of March, we had 50,000, and I said, okay, let's do better. We want to see bigger numbers, you guys, right? We want to see an increase. Sosek, after this was posted last week, he also mentioned that he wanted to see an increase, and he was challenging everybody to get up there into that 60,000 mark. So if you didn't see the challenge, take on that challenge accepted, right? And get some of those details. So for the scorecard bonus for last month, which would have been April's, it usually pays out around the 15th of every month, paid out last Monday on the 18th. If you're wondering what your numbers are, you can reach out to your driver manager. You can reach out to me or get a hold of me on Facebook. Call us directly, 888-668-0698. Same goes if you have any questions on what the scorecard bonus is. But last month we paid out over 46,000, so it was about 46.6 thousand to our company drivers in the total bonuses paid. Now, the owner-operators lease purchase, that was almost 7,900, just shy of 7,900 there. But the Smart Drive bonus, we actually paid out more in the Smart Drive bonus for the month of April versus the month of March. So yes, we dropped a couple of thousand in the scorecard, and we want to see those numbers go up. Our owner-operator lease purchase, I believe, went up. The Smart Drive bonus, which combination of our inward and outward facing event controllers, our following distance, our speed gauge, lane changes, all of that, that is part of that Smart Drive bonus. If your Smart Drive score is 20 or below, you get a full cents per mile on that Smart Drive bonus. So what did I miss here? That's pretty cool. Thank you, young man. He listens to all the videos, so he knows exactly. Howard said, you're welcome. All right, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything answering those questions. Okay, so the Smart Drive score, we had over Smart Drive's 3%, that's what it was. 43% that earned that scorecard, that Smart Drive bonus. Oh, easy for you to say. Okay, so remember the Smart Drive bonus. I see yep, okay, the Smart Drive bonus is that extra penny per mile and is based off of all of that. So 43%, we've got about, 680 trucks, somewhere around there. How can I see my Smart Drive score? Now, your Smart Drive score should be available to you on your on your Qualcomm, on the board itself. You should also be able to access it through the TransFlow app. So if you don't have the TransFlow app downloaded on your phone, make sure that you go and do that so that you can access the bonus on there. I don't know who ZXCVB 2009 is, but if you want to go ahead and contact me, facebook.com/DTLinc, private message me, then I can look that up for you and give you what the payout is. So you should have received the payout on the 18th, but for your Smart Drive score, let me know. I can look into those numbers for you. Okay? And so that Smart Drive is the extra penny per mile. We paid over 17,000 for the month of April on Monday, so 17,400, almost 17,500 for that bonus. That was just for the company side, operator side. It was an extra $440. So we like to go up, but let's see if we can't hit that 60 mark. We hit the 50. Let's see if we can't hit that 55, 60 mark. Okay, that would be awesome. More bonuses we pay out, it just means the better that we're due. Our CSA points, of course, those are all reflections of safety, just good driving skills, great habits to have. And the higher those are, then that means that our CSA can be good as well, because they're all kind of in relation to each other. We did have, let's see, how many did we have? We had a few people who had perfect scores, not only on the Smart Drive, on the scorecard. So the scorecard is an extra 1,000, or is a 1,000 point distribution here. And so the scorecard, let's see, the scorecard was 1,000 points. We have quite a few. Let's read these off. Anna is going to hold me accountable, make sure that I read every name and don't miss anybody like last week. So let's see here. Let's see who I've got for the scorecard. We've got Stephen Alliger, Brett Anderson, Robert Anderson. Hey, you know what? Let's share this screen so you guys can see it. Probably be fair. There we go. I'm just trying to get it to go down a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. Cool. All right. So we've got Stephen Alliger, Brett Anderson, Robert Andreessen, Ramon Egular, David Bottle, Vicky Bowling, Arthur Clubb, Lydia Dietrich, Curtis Drake, Charles Gann, Kirby Goose, Todd Hawkins, Chad Hazelton, Paul Heeman, Dale Hendry, Cynthia Hopes, Todd Hopes, John Jablanc, Irvin Kilberg, Dale Lehman, Thomas Melton, Greg Narcisco, Dorothy Neeks, Alyssa Ormont, Todd Overson, Derek Potter, Donald Prague, Michael Roth, Dean Sosek. Dean will get me for that one. Dean, by the way, is the one that challenged everybody to hit that scorecard, the company drivers to hit the $50,000 bonus. So, challenge accepted. Alan Smith Jr., Daniel Sturr, Dennis Watterson Sr., James Wise, Demetrius Anthony, Jerry Arthur Jr., Jamie Beam, Gregory Coleman, Lee Hartsford, David Jones, David Kennedy, Franklin Lance, Julius Martin Jr., Michael Mertz, Redrick Mills, Timothy Olden, Felix Perez Santiago, Thomas Remington, William Stats, Sean Swallows, Mark Thomas, and Victor Walker. All perfect scores on the scorecard bonus. So that's a full 1,000 points for that. That'll help. Thanks, Jenna. A little slow. We gotcha. So yes, congratulations, you guys. And that's over 72,000 paid out for the month of April. They're paid out in bonuses. So keep them coming. Like I said, contact your fleet manager if you have any questions on that, so we can keep you on what that's all about. All right. Plus, we also have some other things coming up here. If you haven't seen, for the last couple of weeks, I think we've had announced that our Inside the Triangle podcast coming out. That podcast is, we're not sure of the exact date that it'll be released, but it will be coming here soon. And we've got a couple of recordings pre-recorded, but what we'd like to do is offer questions and answers to you as well. So if you've got some questions that you'd like answered during the podcast, all you need to do is grab your phone. Got it. Grab your phone, go to the voice recording on your phone, and then yourself saying the question, then send it by email to podcast@airmail.com. So you can send your questions, your recorded voice, there we go. Let's just drop it there. Recorded voice at podcast@deckermail.com. It is a Tuesday, not a Monday, but it sure sounds like a Monday. Daniel Sailors, let's see. Was your dad on there? Let me see. Where'd I put my list? Let's get you a snapshot of this, and let me see if you can see his name on there for those earnings. Darn pop-ups. Do you see him on there? I don't. Might not have got it for this month. We had to double check just in case. Anna caught me on missing a few last week, so I didn't want it to happen again. And if you have any topics there, Anna, thank you. If you have any topics that you'd like to discuss, here at Decker as well for the lives, then you can also send us. Okay, just checking, Daniel. You can also send it to us on our Facebook channel, Facebook page, facebook.com, and we can answer those for you as well. So yes, we have 206, so about 30% of our company drivers earned the Smart Drive bonus last month. We'd love to see that percentage go up. Let's get at least 50% for the Smart Drive. And the Smart Drive, we had several at 0, which is, in the Smart Drive, it's fantastic. 20 is fantastic. So several at 0. Actually, we had, let's see, it's 30% who had, so 206 drivers who had a perfect scorecard of 0. And for the Smart Drive bonus, we paid out 43% of the bonus, so it was 20 or below. You know, what tends to be our issue right now is the speed gauge. So we do want you guys to be well aware of that. If you're having problems with, with speed, or you're not getting your Smart Drive bonus, good chance that that speed gauge is kicking your butt. So keep an eye on that. What the speed gauge is just if you are speeding, obviously, but if you're speeding within the area, and if you're getting caught a lot, if it's pinging a lot with you above the speed limit, I think it's 5 or more above the speed limit, I think is what it is. Anyways, it's the speed gauge. So 5 miles per hour or more over the speed limit, and we all need to work on that. So please keep your eyes on that if you would. See if we can't improve upon that. Right? All right. So I should also show the news. Had a few articles written about us here recently, so kind of gonna brag. So bear with me bragging. Proud of the company. We do a great job, and always trying to improve on our fleet and how we manage it, and what we can do to improve in general. So if I can click the right thing here, there we go. This is an article by Fleet Equipment, Fleet Profile Decker Truck Line. Driver engagement is all-encompassing affair. So check that article out if you haven't already. Here's the link. I think Anna might have already posted it. Yes, great articles. So here is the link to this one. You can go ahead and check that out. But I don't know, it's pretty nice to kind of get the word out about Decker and what all we're doing, trying to help to improve the lives. It does go over a little bit of some of the amenities that are in the trucks, and if you're not already aware of what amenities are in the trucks, they're pretty well equipped in general. So you're looking at mostly 579 Petes, some 730, 740, 760 Volvos, some Freightliner Cascadia Evolution. So a lot of equipment. They are newer model. They are all automatics. Average age is about 18 months almost. We've got a lot of double bunks as well as single bunks, but we're moving more into the double bunk range, so that you guys, if you're passenger availability, if you're wanting to, if you just want more storage, I know a lot of you guys use that just for storage itself. That'll be available to you as well. Also, in addition to that, we have microwaves, Epic View satellite television along with the TV. That's all company paid, and that's all in the truck. So those are now provided to you as drivers. And we also have the refrigerator. Now these are the things that we had in all the trucks the year or two previous, but we still have them, added the microwaves and the television and the satellite TV. So we've got the refrigerator, the inverter, bunk heater, CB unit, navigation, Sirius radio. Now the Sirius radio, all the equipment's there. We subscription for it. Of course, if you refer 2 or more drivers in the year 2020, then you'll have 12 months paid for the Sirius radio as well. We've got Pre-Pass, Easy Pass, K-Pass. We've got onboard scanners. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. We do have the TransFlow app as well, which I mentioned earlier. If you don't already have the TransFlow app, make sure that you do. That thing is handy. It is more convenient for most to use the TransFlow onboard scanner in the truck. So make sure that you download it. Plus, you'll be able to access your bonus information, your settlement information. You'll also access load information, load details as well, and scanning your documents. There are videos available on it as well, on like tutorial videos, training videos, things like that. Yes, TransFlow app. Side note, just make sure that you get that. And we have the Decker TransFlow app. So all you have to do is just, if you go into that or the Google Play, or then just go ahead and look up Decker Truckline, and that's where you'll find the app. So, but yes, that's what this article is all about, is just getting the input, what we were able to do by getting our current drivers in order to become a better company, be able to provide what our drivers needed from us to make it more comfortable while they're out on the road. Because clearly you're out on the road, you're going to need something to for your downtime. We like to obviously keep you busy, but you do have downtime at one point or the other. So Epic View also put in an article about us. Now this was just last Monday, so it wasn't during our events, but how Decker is growing even during market instability. Kind of goes into a little bit of detail there, but it's fantastic to see that some of these companies have recognized what we are trying to do for our drivers, and how we can just right there to remove some of the stressful situations that you run into by having better support for you while you're out on the road. And that can be that can be just stressful, not having that communication period, but running into certain situations that create and build upon that. So our job as your support out on the road is to take away that stress, make sure that we're communicating with you in all different aspects. And that's why we're coming out with that new podcast that'll be coming, the podcast will be coming here in the next couple of weeks. Excited to be sharing that with everybody as well. But in the meantime, like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to podcast, send them to podcast@deckermail.com. If you want to contact a recruiter, then you just get a hold of us at 888-668-0698 for more details on that. So, I know a lot of you guys came here because you had questions on what's available and all those details. So let's dive in. We should probably talk about that. So, let's start with our over-the-road refrigerated based out of Missoula, Montana. So if you live in the western part of the U.S., there are definitely some changes in some of our hiring areas. If you live in Missoula, these locations that I'm going to name, by the way, I'm looking at like a 50-mile radius. So within 50 miles of these areas, this is going to include Missoula, Las Vegas, Nevada, Phoenix, Arizona, Cheyenne, Wyoming, Denver, Colorado, the Tri-Cities in Washington. So you're looking at Pasco, Kennewick, Richland, and what else am I missing? Spokane. Spokane's another area that we are hiring for our over-the-road refrigerated. Get you home about every 2 to 3 weeks. Figure about 14 to 17 days out at a time. And then home for 2 to 3. It's basically a day and a half for every 7 days you're out. Great miles. Obviously, you've got great equipment. We're already talking about that. Discuss the home time. Now, we do have another home time option as well if you live in the Missoula area or the Tri-Cities in Washington, Richland, Pasco, Kennewick. And those will get you home every 7 to 10 days if you're looking to get home a little bit more often. Figure at that point is basically for a 34-hour restart. Amy said within 50 miles. Amy, you're not supposed to mention that. You're close. You're leaving the tractor. Okay, here. This is how I should say it as I snap my fingers. For the home time, if you don't live within 50 miles of the Missoula terminal, but you're leaving the tractor and trailer in Missoula on your home time, which in Montana, that's pretty much what we're requiring right now, then it's 7 to 10 days out at a time. But remember, it's a 34-hour restart basically. So, being said, that's going to cut into your home time if you're having to run and drive home or something, or pick you up, get you home. So you definitely want to keep that in mind on how far you're out. Location-wise, I think that's about it for the 7 to 10 days out at a time. But again, if you live anywhere in Montana and you want to take your home time in Missoula, or at least leave the tractor and trailer in Missoula, then we can work with you in that case. I get a lot of questions out of Billings, Laurel, Butte, Bozeman. Just leave the tractor and trailer, and if it opens up, then we'll give you that option to bring the truck home with you at that time. Okay, excellent. Now we also have other options. Well, before I move on, pay for that division runs up to 48 cents a mile. 10 cents of that's per diem, so you're not taxed on it, and you get a penny rate on your anniversary, and you get it after 90 days and every year on your anniversary. So you'll get 2 increases within your first year. Plus we currently have a sign-on bonus. It pays out on your 1-year anniversary. It requires a minimum of 110,000 miles ran within your 1 year, and it pays out in one lump sum. And of course, we talked about some of the other bonuses, the drive bonus, the scorecard bonus, which would rack on an extra 5 or up to an extra 5 cents per mile. Not everybody gets that full 5 cents, but that's what our goal is to get you there. So we are providing training and coaching on those bonuses, or really on the performance, in order to obtain those bonuses. If you guys want more information on that, Patrice is a good man to talk to about it, or your fleet manager. They can get you in contact with them too. But those are definitely goals of ours, which would be hopefully in alignment with your goals, so that we can see increases for all of you. Now we have the Midwest Refrigerated. We've got a couple of different options out of the Midwest Refrigerated. So let's kind of take a few minutes to go over that. Now you can run in the Midwest Refrigerated division and be home every week if you live more so like in the certain areas in Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Minnesota, Kansas City. So we do have weekly home time in some of those areas. A lot of the areas that hire out are about 2 to 3 weeks out still in the Midwest division. So if you're living in, say, Amarillo, Texas, or if you live in Dallas, Texas, or Houston, or Oklahoma, Atlanta, Georgia, those are all areas that we still hire for the Midwest Refrigerated, but you're looking at about 2 to 3 weeks out at a time instead of on a weekly basis. So figure a day and a half home time for every 7 days that you're out. And then we also have the guaranteed pay. So our guaranteed pay does run within a certain area, really Kansas City. So if you live in Kansas City, you have a guaranteed pay of $12.50 a week in our Midwest Refrigerated division. If you live in Omaha, anywhere really from I-80 to Chicago, from Omaha to Chicago on I-80, or from Minneapolis, we can do that as well on that guaranteed pay, so that's $12.50 a week. We can do it if you live anywhere from Albert Lea to Chicago as well on I-90, so it opens up over there as well. Iowa's a great location for our hub being right here in Iowa makes a big difference. So $12.50 a week for the Midwest Refrigerated, guaranteed pay on a weekly basis. Now, if you're in one of the Midwest Refrigerated divisions that isn't the guaranteed pay, then you're looking at up to 50 cents a mile to start with a penny raise after 90 days and every year on your anniversary. And remember, it is a 10 cent per mile per diem that you get that's included in that. So I know a lot of you guys were thankful for the per diem now with everything going on. You'll be able to take advantage of it. Midwest Flatbed also has a couple of different options. Our Midwest Flatbed pays at 54 cents a mile, again based off experience, especially flatbed experience. That one for the bonus, the sign-on bonus, it pays out again on your 1 year anniversary. Unlike the refrigerated, the flatbed requires 100,000 miles within your 1 year. And again, 2,500 pays out all on your 1 year anniversary. The flatbed, if you don't have flatbed experience, I mean, obviously you have to have tractor trailer experience, and we do require 9 months in all divisions. But if you don't have flatbed experience and you're wanting to do the flatbed division, we do train in securement. So no worries if that's what your goal is. We'll help you get to that by getting you trained after our 1 week orientation. So the flatbed is going to pay anywhere up to 54 cents a mile. It really is thick in the like Kansas City to St. Louis, up to Pitt, over Michigan and Wisconsin and Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, over to Minnesota, back down to the Kansas City area. That's pretty strong for freight for our Midwest flatbed in that area. So if you live Fort Dodge, Iowa to Mason City, Iowa, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to Chicago, Illinois, back to Fort Dodge area, that's going to be very heavy in our Midwest flatbed. So we've got our guaranteed pay of $1,350 a week, so $1,350 a week in the Midwest flatbed. If it's something you're interested in, same number, 888-668-0698, and that way you can get a hold of one of us, one of the recruiters, and we'll be able to give you more details on that. Plus, you can also apply online at drivedecker.com for more information if you'd like. Oh, I didn't, other link. Here's the other link that you guys can read about. There you go. Sorry, you guys, I know that you were looking for that. Also, for the flatbed, so the guaranteed pay is $1,350. For the rest of the flatbed can get you home, but there are some that get you home every 2 weeks, depending on where your area, especially if you're in the outlying areas, like I was saying, the Pittsburgh or Kansas City or whatever. Kansas City, we've got some flatbed, I think, yeah. But St. Louis is a good area for us. Iowa, Illinois, Northern Illinois especially. 888-668-0698. That number is right here, and then the web address is right here, drivedecker.com. You fill out the application. All right, before I move on to the over-the-road flatbed, we also have more of a short-haul flatbed, which runs short-haul flatbed. Really, if you live in Fort Dodge, if you live in Omaha, several areas of Iowa. So if you have a particular area you're looking at, call us, 888-0698, because that way we can double check on what's available out of your area. And if they've opened it up for that guaranteed pay of $1,000 per week for not only home weekly, but home multiple times during the week. Where the guaranteed pay of $1,350 is home weekly, so you're coming on like a Friday night and then coming back out on Sunday night or Monday morning. In the short haul division, obviously shorter lengths of haul, but you're home more off week as well as on the weekend. So it gives you more home time. You need to be available for dispatch, no driver service failures, get your paperwork in on time, be available for dispatch. What did I miss? Those are all the qualifying factors for the division, so each of the guaranteed pay. So no driver service failures, be available for dispatch, have 100% on-time delivery, okay, of course, and then the getting your paperwork in on time. That'll qualify you. So the, what else for flatbed? Over the road, based out of Bessemer, Alabama. It'll get you some good miles, good pay. Hey, Corbin, you made it. Good deal. And so, yes, we've got the over-the-road flatbed based out of Bessemer. If you live in Charlotte, North Carolina, you'd still be based out of the Bessemer, Alabama terminal, but it opens up a home time opportunity for you if you live within 50 miles of Charlotte, North Carolina. So remember that for all of you who are interested in that. Also, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, we have weekly home time available for you there too. So that's an option for you. Guaranteed pay flatbed division is $1,350 a week. That's for home weekly. For the short haul division, it's $1,000 a week, home multiple times during the week, but also on the weekends. I'm answering Corbin's question, by the way. I just wanted to keep track for it. And then for the Midwest guaranteed pay for the refrigerated division, that's $1,250 a week, so $1,250 a week. Those are the available guaranteed right now. So back to the over-the-road flatbed out of Bessemer, Northern Georgia, Northern Alabama, and Charlotte, North Carolina area are the three locations that we're offering the weekly home time for the over-the-road flatbed division. We do have a local position out of Bessemer, so if you have flatbed experience, especially like with coils, steel beams, basically a lot of flatbed experience, we've got the home daily, starting usually around 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, and it pays $17 an hour. So if you guys are interested in the local position out of Bessemer, then give us a call. 888-668, right there. Also, for the Midwest, I'm bouncing back to the Midwest, but I'm also going to include Atlanta, Georgia, Anderson, Central Georgia, a couple areas in the South Carolina and Georgia areas. That is our Midwest van division. So Midwest van in the Southeast, it'll get you home about every 2 to 3 days, and start every 2 to 3 weeks for the Midwest van. There we go. I'll get you the right name. Sorry about that, you guys. Midwest van is about 2 to 3 weeks out at a time. Now, if you live in really along I-80 from Lincoln, Nebraska to Gary, Indiana, I'm going to include Fort Wayne in that. If you live along that route, then you're home on a weekly basis, but you're also on that semi-dedicated van division. Semi-dedicated, let me explain my reasoning here. So the semi-dedicated really mostly for one customer out of the plants out of the Midwest, and then you're kind of fanning out. But when you're heading back to a plant with the backhaul, you're usually running for a different customer of ours. So we've got a very strong customer base, which is great because it keeps the miles going for you. But that's how we're able to do that semi-dedicated, where you're always starting with the same company, same customer, and then coming back on the backhaul, usually with different customers. If you guys have questions, let me know. Corbin says, short haul is what I was curious about. Thinking of moving to Fort Dodge. Well, there you go. So the short haul, again, it's $1,000 a week. Gets you home multiple times a day. Oh my gosh, multiple times a week. Wow. Okay, multiple times a week and guarantees $1,000. Now, if you don't uphold the criteria for the guarantee, and again, that's being available for dispatch, having on-time delivery and no driver service failures for the week, available for dispatch, your paperwork has to be in on time. Your paperwork can go in on the Transflow app. It can also go in on the onboard scanner in the truck. And I'm able to necessarily put it in the first 20 minutes, but I don't want you holding it till the end of the week and having it all in at once. Just get it as soon as you can, get it uploaded so that we can get that paperwork and you paid. So, okay? But yeah, that's the short haul division. Every location in the short haul gets home time, and 1 week may be different than the next week. So I'm not guaranteeing you home necessarily every day or every other day, but it is multiple times a week. And then on the weekends. Cool? Excellent. So we talked about Charlotte. We talked about our weekly out of the Bessemer, Alabama terminal. We talked about the weekly home time out of our Midwest terminal, and 7 to 10 days out of our Western terminals. We also talked about the over-the-road divisions, 2 to 3 weeks out for the most cases, and all of those, and our guaranteed pay. Do you guys have any questions on those or want more detail for that? Corbin says, well, I'm holding up on my requirements for the guaranteed pay Midwest refrigerated. Perfect. As long as you're doing that, that's all that matters. The requirements, speaking of, to hire on for the requirements here, we do require 9 months of tractor trailer experience, no major moving violations, no DOT recordable accidents. Obviously, preventable DOT recordable accidents in the last 3 years. Those are major disqualifying or qualifying factors would be those right there. If you have examples of major moving violations that catch a lot of people off guard, a DUI, DWI, those all have to be at least 3 years old if you're talking about in a personal vehicle. If it's in a commercial vehicle, it has to be at least 5 years old. But most of you know that those are major moving violations. However, reckless, careless, following too close, using a cell phone or a handheld device, erratic lane change or improper lane changes, those are all major moving violations. 15 miles per hour speeding or more. All major moving violations that one ticket alone can disqualify you from working with us. So make sure that you keep up on your on your CSA points, MVR, and knowing what tickets you may have gotten. But if you were written up or given a warning and it comes up on your PSP report, which is a CSA violation, then that's going to count against you as well. Those are all things that you really need to know as a professional driver. Those are reports that are ran to make sure that you qualify. So those, if you have questions on that, let me know. 888-668-0698, and we can answer more questions on that. Also for qualifying, we talked about the 9 months experience, major moving violations. A DOT recordable accident, really it's going to, if an accident is DOT recordable, there was a tow involved, possibly you were ticketed, an injury or a fatality, really the determining factors if an accident was DOT recordable. Also, sometimes the insurance company may determine it DOT or a DOT recordable, yes, if the amount of the accident was significant. So they can also deem that. And that's the insurance company based off of the claim and the report. So the police report, accident report. Any questions on that? Yay, nay? All right. Well, next week for our YouTube, we'll be going live on our Facebook at noon, or excuse me, on, I'm having a rough day today. We'll be going on our Facebook at 4 p.m. Central on Monday, and then we'll be going live on our YouTube channel at noon Central on Tuesday, like we always do. Next week, we're going to talk about our Welcome Center. Some of you may or may not know what the Welcome Center is all about, but when you're coming in, we used to refer to it as but it's had an overhaul. So we'd like to give you just a look inside and see what it's all about. So join us next week, if you will, on our YouTube channel as well, noon Central here on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe and then click that little bell, and that'll notify you every time that we go live or we have a new video that is being uploaded. So you guys can share and you don't miss anything. Sound like a plan? It should. All right, you guys have a great rest of your week, and see if I can get my words under me here and